welcome or welcome back to Lauren Reed Color. February is knocking at the door and it is still cold and rainy outside, but it is time to snuggle up with a warm drink and come along with me as I go through all of the pages that I want to color in this coming month. I have quite a few pages that I want to share with you. It is quite likely that I will not get to them all, but I will give it a good try. So let's get going. If you've been watching the channel, you know that this is my do-it-yourself coloring planner, and I have included for each month of the year a page that I plan to color. So this year I downloaded pages from Etsy that are illustrated by Agotapop. They are these cute tiny little houses, and I am going to be coloring one each month. This is the page for February, and it is called The Flower Shop. As you can see, I have already gotten started. I put in the circle myself, and I am coloring using Castle Arts pencils. On this side are all the pages that I plan to color this month. I have 2 slots that are still open, but I probably won't get to them. Anyway, so let's move on to the first book that I am going to show you. The first page that I'm going to color in February is in Mythographic Dragonspell by Joseph Katzenbang. I belong to a group on Instagram where we are coloring this book together, and I think so far we have colored either 8 or 9 images. The page for February is this Dragon Knight. I was wondering what I could do with it, so I decided to look for some inspiration on Pinterest. I put in Dragon Knight into the search engine, and it came up with this picture over here. And then I put the image into Doply and asked it to create a palette for me from this image. And this is the color palette that it has created for me, and I am going to use on the page. As for which mediums I'm going to use, I was thinking of using alcohol marker in the background and for basing, and then either Castle Arts or Caran d'Ache Luminance pencils on top. I want to be using my other brands of pencils more often this year, so I'm going to use the Lumis if I can. Right, so that is the first page for February. The next page is also in a mythographic book. This time it's Fairy Wonderland by Fabiana Attanasio. Maria from Colorful Mother of 3 and I are running a group on Instagram called the Mythographic Collective. And each month we choose a book of the month, a page of the month, and we have 4 scavenger hunt items that you can color in any book. So the book that won was Fairy Wonderland, and the page that won the vote is this one. It is the Pomegranate Elf page. So of course the elf also works for the Fae prompt in the infographic, which I am going to show you here on the screen. These are all of the prompts for February. You can color any page in any book. And yeah, so this is quite a busy page, and I'm not yet sure what I'm going to do with it, but I am going to try to use my Derwent drawing pencils on this page. I want to try them out, and I think that the nature colors in that set of pencils will be perfect for coloring the nature elements on this page. So I'm really looking forward to breaking those pencils in. The next page is in Lunar by Lydia Fenwick. This book is a recent addition to my coloring book collection, and I have recently posted on the channel a video with all of the untouched books that I have in my collection. Anyway, Holly from Hollyberry Colors was watching the video, and she contacted me and she said that she also has this book and it is untouched and she would love to buddy. So we are going to color this page together. So when we were putting up options for choosing a page, we decided to go with the year of one of our births, and it turned out to be mine because I am Year of the Rabbit. And then we put up some of the pictures that are for Year of the Rabbit. So each year has several images that you can color. But as soon as I put up the portrait image, Holly said she's always wanted to color this one ever since she got the book. And I did too. So we have decided to color this one together, and I'm really looking forward to it because I want to practice doing fur on her muff. I think it's called a muff. And then, of course, there's this cute little rabbit. I really love how the facial features of all of the girls in the book match the animal that they are associated with. And I'm really looking forward to coloring an untouched book. Right, so let's move on. The next page is also in a mythographic book. This time it's Mythographic Aviary by Joseph Katzenbang. I am going to be coloring a lot of mythographic pages in February. Anyway, this time I was watching a video by Jo at Geordie Colors, and she was also sharing all of her uncolored books. I contacted her and said that we had quite a few books in common, and would she like to do a buddy color? And she said yes. So I sent her a list of all of the books that we share, and we decided on Avery. And then she sent me a couple of pages, and the page that we both decided on is this flamingo page, in the flamingo in the flower pot. So the reason we want to color this page is because Jamie at Finding Joy in Color has started her Wild Year of Color 2026 hashtag, and the prompt for February is a flamingo. I'm not yet sure what I'm going to be doing with this page. I do know that I want the flamingo to be pink, and I have called the page Potted in Pink. And I want the pot to either be blue or teal to complement the pink of the flamingo. I've not yet decided on mediums or pencils. I'm sure something will come to me once I begin coloring the page. We'll see. So that is Mythographic Avery. The next page is in Mythomorphia by Kirby Rosannes. This has become a project book for me because I am participating in a group on Instagram where we are coloring in this book together. So far, we've done quite a few pages. We either color a page a month or a page every 2 months, depending on whether it is a single page or a double page. The page chosen for February and March together is the Kitsune page. I've seen this page done so beautifully, and I really want to do it justice. I think my Kitsune is going to be traditional fox colors, so oranges and sienna brown and yellow ochre and colors like that to make it pop off the page, and then the background will be more muted colors so that it's really clear that the Kitsune is the dominant part of the page. Now, as you can see, the tail of this Kitsune takes up most of the page, so I'm not expecting it to take very long to color. Famous last words. I'm going to definitely base with Neocolor 2s or Inktense, and then shade with pencils on top, possibly Castle Arts. We'll see. Yeah, so that is the page in Mythomorphia. Next is a page in Creative Haven, Gorgeous Goddesses by Marty Noble. I am doing an annual hashtag, Creative Haven 2026, but it will be adapted to the month of the year, so Creative Haven Feb 2026 for February. I'd originally planned to color in Wild Winter, but I changed my mind because I'm really tired of coloring snow. I colored a lot of snow in December and January, and I'm sort of snowed out. So I decided to change the book, and I am going to color a page in this one instead. The page I've chosen is this one. It is Freya from Norse mythology. So we have the goddess in her chariot being pulled by 2 cats. And this page will work for Jo at Geordie Colors Color the Fairy Tales hashtag, because the prompt for February is Puss in Boots, and it includes cats. So I'm really looking forward to coloring this. I may or may not use the color palette that Joanna Stone has created for this page. So I'm putting the color palette up. It has quite a lot of muted shades, but if I combine it with the complementary colors as well, I think it will work really nicely on this page. I think I will put the colors into Dopely, create a light, dark, and mid-tone palette, and see if I can apply it to this page. So we will see if we can do that. So that is Gorgeous Goddesses. The next page is in The Land of Little Adventures by Rita Berman. So I wasn't actually going to color in this book in February, but I saw that Wendy from Jazzy Doodle Designs is organizing a collaboration where different colorists choose a page in the book and color that page to create a compilation, which I think is going to be sent to Rita once it's completed. Anyway, I jumped at the chance to participate in this lovely challenge and sent Wendy an email with my 3 preferred choices, and I was lucky enough to get my first choice. So the page that I'm going to be coloring for that collaboration is the nameplate page. So this page is actually going to fulfill several different hashtags and prompts. Aside from Wendy's collaboration, it will also fit into the color the title pages, or tackle the title pages hashtag by Jess at Coloring Bumblebee. It will also fit Joe at Geordie Colors Color the Fairy Tale hashtag because the Puss in Boot prompt also includes boots. And it will also fit into, what was the other one? Oh yes, it's also an untouched book. And I think Julianne Annette Art has a hashtag for coloring in our untouched books. I think it's called Leave No Book Untouched. I will find the hashtag and I will put it up on the screen. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to coloring this page. It is so cute. I love the Rabbit Master of Ceremonies inviting us into the land of little adventures. He has rolled out the red carpet for us. Aside from the red carpet, I am not yet sure what I am going to do with this page. Perhaps purples and yellows. I like his different colored socks and the different sides of his pantaloons. Yeah, looking forward to doing that. So, yeah, killing lots of birds with one page. Moving on to the next one. Next, we have another one of my project books. This is Romantic Country by Eerie. If you've been watching the channel and my various videos where I talk about this book, then you know that this is the book that I have colored in the most during my coloring journey, and I really want to finish it. If there's going to be a book that gets finished, it's going to be this one. Anyway, I was watching Erica at Elm Colors Weekend Whip video, and she is coloring a page in this book on those weekend whips, and I decided that I also wanted to color it. However, I am not going to color it in the same way that she is coloring it. This is the page. So first of all, as you can see, I have a little bit of bleed through from the page that is underneath. So this is the page that I colored quite a while ago in 2019, and I used Dahlia Purple. And Dahlia Purple is a very problematic color in Prismacolor. It tends to bleed through the page, and that is exactly what has happened here. So whatever I do with this page, I need to find a way to cover that up. And so I've decided that I am going to make this a spring page. Erica's version is a winter page. She has made all of this snow, and I don't want to do that. I want to make it a greenish mountain range. I think I'm even going to color over all of these trees and all of these little houses and just make it one long mountain range or range of hills in different shades of green. And that will hopefully cover up that Dahlia Purple. I also want to color this church with reddish colors. In fact, I have an inspiration image that I'm going to try out, and this is it. I found this on Pinterest by just putting in spring scenery and church, and up popped this image. So I'm going to try to apply this palette to the page as well. Yeah, we'll see how it worked out. I'm also going to be doing this possibly as a speed coloring on the channel. I want to try a new method that I saw done by Crystal at Casually Coloring. She colored a page and then she sped it up and she put commentary on top. So I'm going to see if I can use that technique on this page so that you'll get the color along, but it won't be in a series of videos, rather it will be in one video. We'll see if that works out. Okay, so that's the page that I plan in Romantic Country by Eerie. The final page is in Dark Fairy Tales by Kirby Rosannes. This is actually a leftover from last month. I belong to another group on Instagram where we are coloring this book together, and so far we have colored 3 pages. Anyway, the page for February was this one, When Beauty Slays the Beast. And I did not get around to coloring it in January, so I want to color it this month. Our group is very laid back and we color when we can and post whenever we want, so I'm not feeling too stressed about not finishing it in time. If I remember, I don't think anyone has finished it yet. It could be there's still a couple days left in January, so it could be that people will be posting their pages very soon, but so far no one has posted. And so I won't be influenced by anybody else's images. I'm not yet sure what I'm going to do, but I'm definitely going to be basing with some sort of watercolor medium, either Neocolor IIs or watercolor pencil or Inktense or Graphitint. In fact, I'm leaning towards the Graphitint because I've developed a shine to those pencils after using them in my previous Mythomorphia page. Anyway, I digress. So I'm really looking forward to coloring this page. I love the changes that Kirby has made to the story in that the castle completely corrupts Belle and she kills the beast instead of saving him. Not only did she kill the poor man, she beheaded him. Poor beast. I feel really sorry for him. Anyway, I'm going to be coloring that one, I hope, in February as well. So yeah, lots of different pages to choose from, and I have my work cut out for me. I can usually manage 4 to 5 pages per month, and now I have set myself a goal of 10. I don't think I'm going to do it, but we will definitely give it a good try. Finally, I thought I would show you a couple of pages that I have found for the Mythographic Collective prompts for this month. Just a reminder, it's hearts, mirror and reflection, chain and locket, and any type of fairy or fae. So I'm going to show you 3 books. If you want to see more options, Maria from Colorful Mother of 3 has a long video showing you examples from lots of other books, including Romantasy and Deep Blue and Fantasy Forest and some other books that she has in her collection. And I'm just going to show you 3 that she does not showcase on her video. So, for example, in Mythographic Paradise by Fabiana Attanasio, we have this page. It's one of my absolute favorites. It is sort of Alice in Wonderland themed, and it has a heart. So it's this archway with mushrooms, and I think this is even water. I'm not sure now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, but this could be used for the prompt for heart, as I said. Another couple of pages are in Mythographic Imagine. This one is for the chain prompt. So this is actually a page that I've already colored. So we have all of these chains connecting the keys to the tree. So that works perfectly. And then another one that has chains is this one. This girl, there's an anchor, and then the anchor goes into this chain sort of thing that goes throughout the page. So this one will also work for chain. And then there is a picture in Magical Earth by Joseph Katzenbang, right? And here we have one of my absolute favorites, and it is the tiny little tiger seeing his reflection in the water. So this one works for the mirror and reflection prompt. Right, so those are all of the pages that I have planned for February, as well as some ideas for the Mythographic Collective prompts. I hope you've enjoyed this video and that you'll join me again next time for more videos. Bye for now.